was off because I'm stupid. But my mic's on now, so... And I need to reconnect to chat. Okay. My mic is hopefully working. Okay. Alright, yeah, my mic's working. So yeah, I'm gonna do art. Oh yeah, I remember I set this like to a really weird number for my banner. Shit. No. Oh my god, I suck at this. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. And I don't usually draw in this format because it's really weird and I don't like it. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. I need to fix I need to fix chat so it doesn't look weird. Alright. Let me... Hopefully that should fix the chat. Alright, it does. Hooray! I'm gonna draw some concept art for the... I'm gonna do some art for Chatterbox. Also, if I sound tired, that's because I am tired. I barely got any sleep last night. This whole stream is just gonna be me struggling to draw a circle. Sorry, I got a text. Had to check that, but anyways, I'm gonna draw a character I don't talk about a lot, even though she's very integral to the plot. The only reason I don't really talk about her a lot is because, like, she never really, gets brought up in, like, conversation, for, or surrounding the show, but, in general, she is a, yeah, she's very nice. Her name is Alice, or Allie. We call her Allie in the script because, first of all, it's easier to write shorthand, and also because, I just like the name Allie better than Alice. She's a very sweet girl. I love her very dearly. She's literally been the only, she's been the only character I've been drawing recently, from Chatterbox. I like her design. Her design is very simple. Her design changes, just a tad bit, than from the, pilot. Sorry, not the pilot, from the first half of the episode. Her her hair changes from, like, this short kind of almost like, the best way I can describe it is like short Amy-like hair, like Amy from Sonic, and then she grows more into a wolf cut-ish hairstyle, which I'm drawing right now in the second half of the first episode. Everybody gets a little bit of a new design, except DM to kind of like represent stuff. DM doesn't actually have their hair change very much throughout the pilot. So, yeah, their design stays pretty steady because first of all, we want to have like a nice impression of our character. We want it to like be very consistent, at least for our main character. I don't know if I announced this on here. I don't even think I've announced anything about Chatterbox on here, but it's where I'm gonna be posting it, so I might as well talk about it. So the past few weeks, months, of the last like 3 or 4 months, I've been developing a show called Chatterbox. It's a murder mystery. And if you like my PNG sprite right now, I know it looks very basic. It's because I haven't really had time to get a proper one, but if you like the design of my PNG tuber right now, that's actually the design for the for it's set in a theater for most of the time, and this is the oh my god, what is it called? Uniform. This is the uniform they wear. And I my favorite part of the design is probably the hat. The hat is very cool because depending on the character, like specifically DM is our main character, and DM is very cool because their hat is a lot more like emotive than everybody else's. For example, when they get scared, like their like teeth will like jump up and like go whoa, if that makes any sense. That's kind of how their hat works. Oh my god, my voice. But that's how their hat works. I've been trying to think on whether I want everybody else's hats to like be. I don't like this drawing, bro. I don't know what's happening. Bye. Okay, I don't know what to draw, but yeah, DM is a very like socially anxious person, and it's they're a socially anxious person. They're anxious about a lot of stuff going on in the world. It's set in modern times, so they struggle with their like own feelings and emotions, and they also struggle with dealing with the trauma of seeing a dude get shot, or at least I don't want to spoil too much of it, but I also still want to like create hype around it, if that makes sense. If you don't already know, I privated most of my old videos because it was like, they were very interesting, and I'm glad that I was doing something. I'm very glad that I deleted those, because those especially since I'm gonna be posting Chatterbox on here, I do not want like 12-year-old me's contents to be like everybody thinks, oh my god, that's what you post now, that's what you've been posting like forever. Because I was really annoying when I was younger, so yeah. I'm planning on having Chatterbox release somewhere around like 2020 like 7, like end of 2027. I'm gonna lock in. I gotta lock in. Locking in. It's like I'm trying to like not like look at the screen because I have my iPad in front of me so I can like read the chat. And I'm like trying not to look at my PNG tuber because it's like, whoa, my PNG tuber is so well made. I'm gonna use the tools I was given and just make this easier for myself. Look at that, a nice little head. Amazing, amazing. But yeah, I'm super excited for Chatterbox to come out. And we're I would say we're making pretty good progress on Chatterbox right now. I would say it's it's going pretty smooth, all things considered. I should probably link the casting call page in the description. I'm gonna use the symmetry tool. Should probably link the casting call page, but I'm too lazy to do that, so I don't like how close that is. But yeah, we're currently looking for writers, animators, storyboarders, background artists, blah 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 blah, all the cool people, because we already have a pretty full cast of voice actors, very talented voice actors. My team's awesome. But what I'm planning to do for it, maybe I'm trying to keep my expectations like low because I know it's like my first big project, but also at the same time I want to I want to make merch for Chatterbox once it picks up traction. I don't know how that's gonna look. Yep, I don't like how that turned out. But yeah. I'm usually like very dependent on chat, so I'm like, and since I haven't streamed in a while, I like none of my mods are online, so it's just like I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Ew, what? What? But yeah, I'm trying to just like lock in. Ooh. Little fun fact, DM's name is full name is Demios, because they're inspired off, like, their name is inspired off of, yeah, the planet, because that's my, favorite planet, is Demios. That's what their name is inspired off of, but I feel like not a lot of people would understand, that, so I shortened it to DM. But technically their full name is Demios, and I might add a nod to that in the series, but I wouldn't count on it. I think this is like the first digital piece I've done since I made the reference sheet. I should pull up the reference sheet. Guys, let's not. I really hope my camera roll is not. They look a lot more devious in here because when I first made the reference sheet, I hadn't gotten their like character fully fleshed out. So in their reference sheet, they look a lot more like how do you say, like a lot more like devious, if that makes sense. They look like they're plotting something, but now they're like I think it was the eye shape I gave them. Also, I've been trying to keep that eye shape when drawing them, but it's a little hard because also like I wanna keep their features, but I also don't want them, like, I don't want to change their personality. Also, if you may have noticed, their curls have gotten a lot bigger, like, as opposed to having, like, a bunch of braids, and, like, it's gotten a lot more stylized. This might be a new reference sheet for them. But I don't like how the smile looks. I'll have to change the smile. I'm gonna change that. I don't like how it looks. Oh crap. I don't know what I do, because, like, obviously I want to, like, convey that they're, like, anxious, but I want to convey that they're, like, a nervous wreck that can't do anything. Like, yeah, they are a very anxious person. They obviously have their, like, anxieties, but also I don't want to make it seem like they're a little scary cat that can't do anything. If that makes literally any sense at all. I'm also very sick right now. Whoa, I don't know what to do for this. like a little that. Yeah, I sketch a little bit. Oh crap. Cannot be. I'm just a little constantly. Cannot be. I was like, oh my god. Does anybody remember the freaking Onceler fandom? Not even like the Lorax fandom, just the Onceler fandom with like all the like weird AUs and everybody would like ship the Onceler with himself. Oh my god, I remember that, and it was like oh, I should probably share the link to my TikTok. Yeah, I should probably share this.
My name is Nezra. I step.
Bro, let me post. Alright, gang. Back to the grind. Yeah, their character developed a lot since from when I first made them as a character. When I first made them, they were gonna be like this rambunctious kind of teen, causing trouble, kind of like but like not meaning any harm, almost like a kind of Phineas and Ferb situation. But then I realized it would be a much more compelling story if we kind of explored like their trauma, because it was always gonna be a murder mystery. But I ended up deciding that it would be a lot more cool. Yeah, no, I'm like the best streamer ever. This might be the new this might be their new character sheet, because I want one, like, I want them to basically say the same, but I also want to like kind of convey their emotion a little clearer. I like drawing and oh Jesus Christ, I like drawing the head first and then drawing like the body disconnected, because it's just easier to connect it later on. obviously when I'm doing traditional art, I end up doing the body first, because the head is always like too small when I do the head first. Of course I have Tenna here for emotional support, so. When I created DM, I wanted to have like the most like androgynous look possible. Cause like I wanted everybody to go, wow, I can really reside in this character. Obviously, if I wanted to make them like infinitely, whoa, I really reside in this character, I would like make their design a lot more like universal. But as like a person of color and as like a queer person, I always found it nice to have more representation in media, and I'm glad that I could start making that media for people. They have a more pear body type. Oh, sorry, I'm really tired. They have a more pear like body type. Hey Alexa, play music by Toby Fox. Oh my god, my Alexa isn't freaking working. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can like mute this on mute the I'm trying to see if I can like mute the volume on my iPad. Because I want to listen to Toby Fox. Alright. It's a working chat. I've got the Toby Fox playing on my iPad. Fun fact about DM's original design. They were originally created with like I'm gonna turn the volume on my iPad down. They were originally created to like while I was listening to my Toby Fox playlist. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, everything comes back around. Because now I'm listening to more Toby Fox music while once again creating their sprite. Well, not their sprite, this isn't a game, but like, bleh, creating their reference sheet. Also, when I first created the character, I signed them up for Character Hub, but I never ended up checking it, so somewhere out there's like a Character Hub thing with just all of DM's information. But a lot of that stuff has changed. Like for example, DM was originally gonna be like very sexual, but I ended up going for Aerois because I just couldn't I couldn't imagine DM going for like any romantic interests. Um, Not just because like obviously they have a lot of stuff going on in their life and they don't really have time for um romance, but also because like I just felt like they never just really had a love interest. The closest thing they have was probably with Allie, um, but I still believe they identify as Airlace because I don't like the way this body looks for some reason. Um, but no, I like the idea of them being like more like yeah, they kind of want to have a crush, but like also that's not because they want like a romantic thing. It's more of I want somebody to talk to, and Allie's kind of that person for them, that person that they can like really be open with and really talk about their issues. Also, I'm gonna be tracing the shoes from this drawing because there's no way I'm doing those shoes again. I hate shoes with a burning passion, so there's no way I'm redrawing them. Because like when I was drawing the legs, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I have to draw the entirety of their leg. So I'm just gonna trace the original. It's fine because I drew it. I remember this like one time in 2023 when I was like really heavy into the what do you call it? Into no, 2024 when I was really really heavy into my Gravity Falls phase. I posted a video talking about how I headcanoned Stan from Gravity Falls as Arrow Ace, and everybody was like, oh my god, I can't believe you, bro. He literally shows romantic attraction in the show. I would say he's the farthest thing from Arrow Ace. It's like, I just see him as Arrow Ace, dude. It's not that big of a deal. Like, he's a fictional character. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I think this real person in real life is Arrow Ace. Like, because I don't believe we should like be having debates about people's sexualities, like real people's sexualities, because that's their business. We shouldn't like be bugging into their love life. I firmly believe that people shouldn't care about other people's love life because it's not your thing. It's not your thing to deal with. I want to have them like nervously waving. Like almost like a little meek hi. Like almost like that. And they're almost like almost hiding in on themselves. Random fun, not fun, definitely not fun, but random fact about me, is I actually worked with, that Toy Freddy ranter, because I was an artist on his game, and, I worked on it for a total of 3 days before there was a controversy in his, Discord, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this, because, you know, I got my own stuff, I don't wanna, like, be associated with drama and stuff. So obviously I quit the gig, and literally like not even like a month later, it was just when because I had won his a Discord banner thing. Like there was a contest for a Discord banner, and it was like literally the day my Nitro expired because the prize for it was Nitro, and it was like the day after my Nitro expired. He got outed for being a predator, and I was like, whoa, yeah, I kind of dodged a bullet there. Another thing, one of the things I have with hands is like I either draw them really big or really small. Like it's there's like no in between, and I really need to learn how to get the correct size. Yeah, I like that hand. No, I like it. I feel like I should move the arm, like I should rotate it more. Like they don't want to extend too much. Yeah, almost like that. I like that. Sorry, I'm very stuffy today because where I live it's very snowy. And well, I feel like I'm speaking for everybody here. Literally everybody's state right now is very snowy, and where I live, it's I live up in New England, so it's like it's pretty cold up here. So yeah, that kind of leads to being all stuffed up. I feel like I should advertise my TikTok more, cause like my TikTok audience and my TikTok audience and my YouTube audience is like wildly different. Because most of the people that followed me on, or sorry, subscribed to me on YouTube, were like South Park or Has Been Hotel fans. And I don't really make that content anymore. Of course, I still like South Park. Has Been Hotel is it's a touchy subject for me. Hello, welcome to chat. I'm just doing my own thing, so hello, welcome. Yeah, like most of my YouTube audience followed me for this stuff I do, like my edits back when I did edits, flashbacks. That's what most of my audience follows me on YouTube for. Sorry, subscribes to me on YouTube for, but on TikTok, like they're mostly subscribed to me. Sorry, oh my god, I'm getting it all mixed up. I'm mostly they're mostly following me for, what do you call it? For the show, like updates on the show and stuff. So most of them don't even know like I have a YouTube channel, which I should probably advertise that more. Hello, welcome to my channel. I do cool stuff, and also I'm the creator of a show that's currently being produced. But yeah, when so my audiences on YouTube and TikTok are like wildly different, and I don't think I've ever told anybody that like, hey, I'm the same person. So I'm trying to kind of like create more of a, yeah, these accounts are the same person kind of thing. I'm trying to kind of make sure people know that I'm the same person. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. One of the struggles I have for DM's design is like, uh, in their character design, they have this big honkin' bow tie, and I love that. I love that they have a big honkin' bow tie. They deserve that big honkin' bow tie. But also, like, it's hard because I want to draw the collar, but also it's hard to fit in the collar. So I either just end up not drawing the bow tie, or not drawing the collar. Which you can see here in their original reference sheet, which is very sloppy because I wasn't expecting it to make it into a show when I first started making their sprite sheet. I was like, oh, this is just gonna be a fun OC, but then a few months later, I'm like, whoa, now I have like a team behind this and voice actors who are actually like interested in my work. So yeah, it was their original sprite sheet was just a cleaned up sketch, but also I want something a little more like firm for my animators to work with. Currently, I'm trying to think how many songs we have done because we have a few songs done. Right now, there's only one song that is like completely finished. Besides, I haven't gotten my voice actors to voice over that song yet, but I have gotten like the demo all out of the way, and it's completely in the script now, so that's good that I have the whole like thing produced. I have the demo for the, what do you call it, for the instrumental done, and I have a lot of lyrics that I still need to do instrumentals to. Thank you for all the hearts. That it means a lot to me. Thank you. Oh, the demons inside me. The demons inside me want to trace the original reference sheet. But my conscience says no. I'm gonna do it anyways. It's my art. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to like expose my camera roll on stream. So I guess I'll just work with what I have. I don't like how they're standing in the reference image because like nobody stands like that. Only cartoon characters stand like that. I'm drawing the main character of my musical called Chatterbox. They are they're a character that's very near and dear to my heart. And I need to redo their sprite sheet, so I'm doing something because I don't want to. I keep calling it a sprite sheet. I need to redo their reference sheet, so I'm at least doing something over the weekend. Oh, why is their foot so weird? Oh my god. If you couldn't already tell, I hate drawing feet. It's been a pet peeve of mine ever since I started drawing. I hate drawing feet. It's like 10 times worse than drawing hands. And I will stand by that opinion no matter what. Feet are like 10 times worse than hands. They're just worse. They came from the hands of the devil, and I hate feet. Feet are the worst. They're the worst to draw, the worst to look at. They're gross all around, and it's like I wish we just all had hands for feet, so we don't have to look at feet. Like that's the one weird thing that I'm like very adamant on, is that I hate feet. It's the one weird thing that I'll like stand by until the day I die. That looks normal-ish. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't really like that much. I wish I wasn't fat. I wish I wasn't gay. Does anybody know that song? I remember like being so hyped on that song. Like I would sing it every single day. And And like I thought it was genuine heat. I was like, I wish I wasn't fat. I wish I wasn't gay. Like I thought it was so funny. But it wasn't. I was just really stupid. I really hate these so far, bro. I don't know how I drew feet in the first place. I will always hate feet with my entire heart, and that's just one thing I will always preach. Join the church of hating feet. Gotta draw the non-Converse, because these are not Converse. They are copyright-free verse. You can't get this from an egg. Sensation of your screen. Show that makes you scream. Say it with him, folks. Mr. Antenna's TV time. Also, a lot of the characters are inspired by Toby Fox characters. I will not elaborate on who is who, but let's just say Noelle and DM would get along very well. Oh, I don't like these shoes. Oh my god. I don't know how I drew them in the first place. Oh. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. Excuse me. I need to go blow my nose. I sound all sticky and gross, and I don't. Ugh. I really need to blow my nose, but whatever. We're gonna keep on that grind. We got the grind set. Also, this is also a public service announcement. If you have any neurodivergent friends, go check on them. I know it's been a while since Smiling Friends got announced as canceled, but I would still suggest doing a little welfare check on them. See how your neurodivergent is doing. They're probably not doing too hot. Oh my god. Excuse me, gang. I need to go blow my nose. Alright, gang, I'm back in my nose is blown.
Pick the best ingredients.
I feel a lot better. I should have
Time to get cooking.
ignore that. There's this guy, that just keeps driving by my house with, like, he's, like, blaring he's, like, rearing his freaking engines like the loudest he possibly can. And I know it's more of a like, oh, he's just doing it for fun thing, but I swear he's doing it like with a hatred against me. I know this guy does not like me. I don't know how. I have no proof that he doesn't like me. He just doesn't like me, and he likes driving past my house on his extremely freaking loud motorcycle. Life's been hard ever since Smiling Friends got canceled. Everybody's go out there and make someone frown, boys. I'm trying to. I just need to talk about how sad I am about Smiling Friends being canceled. Charlie. I'm trying to gaslight myself into believing that this is all just one big marketing stunt. But we're all gaslighting each other into thinking that saving our well-being. I think that looks pretty I think that looks pretty darsh gone good. What I was gonna say is, I think that looks pretty gosh darn good. Because I usually suck at drawing shoes. Shoes are like my number one enemy. Shoes and feet are my number one enemy. Anything below the ankle is my enemy. Sorry, I am very tired. I haven't slept very well. I don't know how I feel, like, because when you kind of zoom out, it looks like they have a facial crest, and I kind of like it, but I can't admit that because the TikTok mob will go, oh, haha, silly Gubby's humor, and my sister already does that enough to me, and she's very good at rage baiting me. And I'm not gonna go through the trouble of making that freaking shoe again. So you're getting copy and pasted. Look at that. Excellent. Just like the original. Just like the original character sheet. Oh, and your hips are leaning this way. My guilty thing, one thing that I never admit, but I am guilty of doing, is I never flip the canvas. I just don't care for flipping the canvas. I don't care if my art looks weird flipped, like you're not supposed to see it flipped. But I suppose I should probably do it for this one. I'm gonna move you to the middle. Whoop. I like it because it's like they're leaning away, but also I know I'm gonna be like, I know a bunch of art critics are gonna be in my comments like, oh my god, you have to follow the rules. You have to flip your canvas. One admission I have to also, I guess I'm just like admitting stuff now. I learned how to draw like the resting hand position from freaking Dan Versus, that one freaking cartoon that aired on the same channel as My Little Pony. I was heavy into the fandom a little while back. And that's how I learned how to draw the resting hand pose. Like, it's very simple. It's a very simple thing to do. Like, you just draw each finger like while resting, and then erase like whatever comes in front of it. And now I need to flip this. The way I draw hands has not changed, like, in the slightest, since I made their first since I made their first character sheet. But still, I improved at least in some areas. I hopefully improved in some areas. I would say I improved in some areas, but again, that is debatable. Look at that. Look at that glow up, man. Hopefully it's a glow up. Look at that. They're just so happy to be here, man. Congrats on your top surge. Fun fact about me, I'm a teacher, and at my school, we have to like change our students' litter boxes and perform gender reassignment surgery to everybody every single day, and it just takes so much time out of my day. As a teacher, I'm completely drained. For some reason, they look bald without their bow tie. She's bald! She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair! Also, you can't really misgender them. Like, obviously, like their gender is like they identify as non-binary, but the closest thing to describe their gender is genderqueer. And later in the series, they do have a little genderqueer pin on their backpack, but that's at the very end of the series. Also, yeah, yep. I don't know how to keep people entertained for long amounts of time. Oh my god, I totally forgot to draw their hat. I forgot to draw their hat. I'll just do a little quick thing. I want to keep the amount of teeth pretty low because I want my animators to not hate me, because unfortunately teeth are like not very fun to draw. So unfortunately their design, I'm simplifying their design a lot so they don't. Yeah. Wait, how many hours have I've been alive for 1 hour. I don't like the teeth. The teeth give me the creeps and I don't like it. I'm really hoping this doesn't get copyright striked, because you can faintly hear Toby Fox's music in the background. But that's just because I listen to Toby Fox music when I need a lock in. Man, I can't wait for art fight season. Last year, Fossils freaking lost, and I'm still, like, appalled by that lose, bro. I genuinely thought Fossils were gonna win, but I digress. New year, new teams, I guess. I don't know. I don't like the way these teeth look. Like, I don't like them at all. They creep me out, man. Do I creep you out? Do I creep you out? I'm trying to make it look a little more similar to my hat. Obviously I drew my sprite very quickly. I forgot. What did I put as the thumbnail for this video? It probably doesn't matter. Man, I love Toby Fox. One of my dreams is to meet Toby Fox. Because he grew up around where I grew up. Which is so cool. Very cool for me. That was a very cool fact for me to learn. It was very nice to see my little small town at least get some representation, even if he wasn't directly from our town. He's a citizen of my town in my heart. Look at that. What a beautiful little hat. They are so happy to be joining this facility and have no worries at all and should not have any worries. They're gonna be awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. I don't like the way the hat is looking right now. I don't know what it is. I'll just do another layer of sketches. Maybe like clean it up a little bit. I hate how it turns on like shuffle when I don't want it to turn on shuffle. Like I'm expecting like all my songs to be in order, not I don't think I even have Rooter Buster on my Why is bro? Oh, it's because I didn't put the playlist on loop. That's why I didn't put it on loop. Quick thing, I deeply enjoy the new feature on the iPad where you can like open and close windows like it's a laptop. That has definitely upgraded my work experience with my iPad. I'm currently working on my phone, but I have chat open on my iPad, so it's very nice to have like a playlist playing on my iPad and being able to have chat on the other hand, and not having to have it like split screen because I hated Apple's way of split screening, but it's a lot better now. Granny dentures. You can really tell that these are granny dentures. the best type of dentures of them all. What's the best book you've ever read in school? Because right now we're doing another unit on the Holocaust, and we're rereading Mouse. I don't know how it's pronounced because like it's spelt weird, but we're rereading that graphic novel. I read it in like second grade. I didn't really understand it because it kind of just like flew over my head, but now now I have, yeah. Now I can understand it. I'm also simplifying a lot of stuff so it's easier for the animators. Like, most of this stuff I'm doing is to like make the animators' jobs easier. Currently we don't have any animators on board, but when I do hire animators, because we are looking for animators, just a little reminder, we're looking for animators. You can, if you're watching the VOD of this stream, you can mosey on down and go check out our casting call club page, and maybe audition if you feel so inclined. But yeah, I'm really proud of my whole team. My whole team is amazing. I love my entire team. They work very hard. And I'm so glad I have this amazing team to help me with my project. It's been my passion project for I can't even remember how long. Yes, after an hour of sketching, it's time for line art. Everybody's favorite part. I don't know what size I want to use for the brush, because, like, I think I'm gonna use this size. Actually, I feel like that's too thick. Like, I want something, like, in a nice range between thick and thin. Because I do a very stylized way of line art. Like, the way I do my line art is, I do basic black, then I color, and then I go back to my line art. And I take a deeper shade of, like, the skin tone or whatever is colored in, and I turn that into, and then I color the line art the deeper shade. If you've ever seen My Little Pony, it's kind of like the way My Little Pony does it. That's probably where I picked it up, I think. Do we have any other bronies or Pegasisters out there watching? That would be cool. I'm a huge fan of My Little Pony. Because I'm all for a kid show having a bigger audience, but beyond just like well, its intended audience, especially when it doesn't talk down to its viewers. One of my biggest things about children's media is no matter how dumb you think your audience is, no, they're not. Your audience is probably very, very smart. Like, kids are some of the smartest people I've met. Like, they know what they want, and they know, like, when you're treating them like they're stupid. I can at least say I'm doing something. I did something this weekend. Hey, Dixon, what do you do this weekend? Yeah, I stayed in and streamed to like 5 people max. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna share my wisdom and advice on show making. Um, so if you want to make a show, there's a few things I would suggest you do. First, you should definitely have a solid plot before going, yeah, guys, everybody come check out my show. You should have the whole story planned out. You should also be open for your story to be changed. If you're gonna hire writers, which I am currently hiring writers, I would 100% suggest you be open to criticism of your work. Don't be like, oh, but I like this. I like this part. If you have really firmly believe that a part in your show should stay the same, then go for it. But I would 100% suggest listening to your writers. I don't like the hand, the way the hand looks, but should I just, like, tack on a thumb? Let's see how that looks. You know what? It doesn't look that bad. I thought it was gonna look pretty bad, but it doesn't look that... I say it looks pretty darn good for everything, all things considered. I should probably do the head first. I should probably also redo Noir's sprite. I don't know why I keep calling them sprite sheets. But I should definitely redo Noir's character sheet, because it is long overdue for... Because even when I did the art, I was like, this is not very good. And I just needed a design for him. But I don't like his design right now. But I like some of, like, the basic things about his design, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoy the pupils. I don't want to spoil too much, but there will be a really big, like, importance of the number 5 within, like, the musical, so I want to keep that part of his design, because I also really like it. I also really like it. So I'm probably going to keep that part of his design the same. once we hit the 2-hour mark, I'm probably gonna wrap up stream, because I got other stuff to do. I want my chat to be very, like, I want it to be the center screen. Oh, sorry, I'm fiddling with my iPad to get things to work. Once, this playlist loops again, I'm gonna finish up stream and do something productive. Or once I finish up this drawing, whichever comes first, that's when I will wrap up stream. I usually listen to a video essay while drawing, so it's been a little bit of a struggle just having to listen to music. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of music, like Dom creating a musical, but it's harder for me to focus because I'm just so used to listening to somebody go, and then the bite of 87 happened. Instead of listening to Toby Fox. Also, shout out Toby Radiation Fox, dude. Biggest inspiration, man. Hello, welcome to stream. We're just chatting and drawing. But yeah, man, shout out Toby Radiation Fox. Biggest inspiration. He will never do any wrong in my heart, guys. Unless he actually does something wrong, but I don't think Toby Fox would be that kind of guy. Thank you. It's the main character of my musical, and I'm redoing their sprite sheet. So, sorry, not sprite sheet, character sheet. I've been doing that this entire stream. I'm redoing their character sheet, so it's more simpler for the animators to do their job. Oh, I have to do the shoes, man. Oh, I hate shoes, bro. I'm gonna flip the canvas. Okay, I'm gonna... they look a little wonky flipped. Surprisingly, it's not their face that looks wonky. Surprisingly, for the first time in forever, it's not their face that's looking wonky when flipped. Yeah, shoes are the death of me. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I hate shoes. I hate drawing shoes. Feet, anything below the ankle is just off limits. Oh, this sketch is weird. Oh, the way that sketch is positioned is very weird. I'll do the face first, and then I'll do. Ugh. I'm also probably gonna do a separate layer for the hat, because again, I want this to be easy for the animators. If you can see in like the very, very little tiny reference sheet box, their hair is a lot more like complex, but I decided to simplify that so it would be easier for the animators to animate. Also, there were a lot more teeth on their little wind up chatter teeth hat, so I simplified it down to whatever, how many teeth there are on the hat to just 4 on each row. So I think there's 8. So I cut that down in half. Thank you. You can get this from an egg. The sensation of your screen. Show that makes you scream. Stand with him, folks. Does anybody else just like get a character randomly in middle school that they base their whole personality off? Because for me, that was Donatello from I can't remember which generation, but it was Donatello from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's who I just based my personality off. That's why I'm so annoying, is because that's who I decided when I was in like middle school. I was like, yeah, that's a good character to base my entire personality off of for the next however many years it's been. Oh my god, I love Steven Universe. My favorite character, here's my 1 cent on my 1 cent take on Steven Universe. I freaking love Sunstone. Everybody hates them for some reason, but they're just so nice. Like I want them to babysit my kids, man. Also, Rainbow Quartz 2.0. Most of my favorite characters are fusions. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna search that up. I'm gonna search up what the name of their fusion is, because I can't remember what the name of their fusion is. I really like I remember what they look like, but I can't remember their name. It's just like not coming to me. Google. Let me go to Google, bro. I know what you're talking about. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the last time I rewatched Steven Universe. I need to rewatch it before I need to rewatch it before the before Lars in the Stars comes out. I should probably plug my phone in, but like also at the same time, like I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, I need to rewatch Steven Universe before it comes out. My favorite character who's not a fusion. The funny thing is, all my favorite characters are fusions. But my friend who really likes Steven Universe was like, "You have to choose one that's not a fusion." And I was like, "Okay, I like Peridot, because I see myself in Peridot a lot. Especially as like a neurodivergent person. I find myself in her a lot with her struggles with communication. I find it very relatable. Well, I'm gonna have to do line art for the other shoe too. Oh my god. I'll be right back, guys. I need to grab a charger.